Well, you have to put some muscle into it, kiddo. That is some cheap metal, and now suddenly it's freaking titanium tough.
I'm supposed to cut out a big Dorito.
Don't kill me, kid.
I'll try not to. Hey everyone, welcome back to Drybonesgarage Garage. This episode's part of a series where my dad and I take a 63 Corvair and turn it into a hot rod. In this video we made a bracket for the clutch slave because it didn't have a boss for the centering pin. So you're going to see all the obstacles we had to overcome to make that happen. Oh, jeez.
No, you did it. Wow.
What?
That's dead on. Now, if it stays put, you'll be in the zone. Get one that fits in there. Nope. That one kind of wiggles a little. Get the neck. Well, that is the next step down, isn't it? Are these mixed? That feels better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want me to hammer?
Whack it. Easy. One sharp wrap. Now you want to take a center punch and a different one and give it a good whack.
One that looks higher up than the other.
Okay, then only punch one, bolt it up, square it up, and then mark and punch the other, because something moved when you were whacking.
Oh. I'm not doing anything. Hey Dad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm really doing much or if I just need to press a little harder.
The bit might be junk. There's a few in there that are.
Is that okay?
Well, you have to put some muscle into it, kiddo.
Did I not properly put it in there?
Okay, that one's a dud. Let's see if this one's a dud. And no, you need to put some English on these things. Hey! A little bit at a time, otherwise they get hot and they start going dull.
I'm afraid I made this one dull too. How do you do that?
I put my weight into it.
Am I supposed to push really hard?
Yeah, you're putting a lot more force when you're using that press on these things than I think you are. See what?
I haven't managed to do a whole lot by myself yet.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, when I was growing up, and even into the not too, actually, probably even today, if I was working in your grandpa's garage, I'd be afraid to touch anything or do anything if he wasn't out there kind of, that's okay, that isn't. You know what I'm saying? It's his shop, it's his baby, his tools. It's a whole different dynamic when you're in somebody else's place, you know? That said, you should be seeing this place like it's yours by now, I would think, because we're in here, you know, every weekend and whatever, you know, weekday evenings or days we have available.
I don't see it as purely mine. I'd see it a little bit.
Wow.
Did you tighten it down a lot?
Apparently. There it is. That bit I don't think is happy. See that there? That corner is kind of rounded in. Not a happy tip. It ain't gonna hurt us, or isn't gonna hurt us to go up one. Maybe I leaned on that one too much. And you don't want to go size for size like we're getting ready to do here. This is 1/32 of an inch up over that one. So all the heat and all the pressure is going to be right on that outside corner. You know what? Let's turn this over. I don't like this. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on this because I think we're kind of tight. I thought these were supposed to be heavy-duty industrial bits when I bought them, but they sure don't seem... They don't take any misuse or abuse at all. I don't think it's doing anything anymore. Yep.
Did they dull?
I don't know if it dulled or if I just... We're getting to the dull point in them. Okay, this one looks stout yet, and going up isn't going to hurt us for our purposes. I hate this. Notice I'm barely putting any pressure on this now too.
Wait, why is that?
Because we're on a very small point of this. All the heat and all the pressure is concentrated on a small spot on this bit now. You know, on press I'd be like beep, beep, you know what I'm saying? Pulling it up a little bit, letting it spin. You know, if it's cutting through the air.
Is that press 100 years old?
I have no idea, but I would imagine that puppy is.
At least half a century.
At least.
Ooh.
That's what we're looking for. That probably cooked it. That just wrecked the tip. That might be part of the problem. When did that happen?
And what happened?
This thing was in reverse. Oh, this thing will cut either way, won't it? Okay. Wow. Never seen that before.
Are they only meant to be used in one direction?
Generally speaking, you'll see right-hand bits, and I've got a whole box of left-handers up there with, you know, with an easy out kit. Yeah, that's... What the... That is some cheap metal, and now suddenly it's... Frickin' titanium tough.
We think the metal we were using might have actually have been spring steel.
Yeah, that's... This should be like crazy soft stuff, but it's stupid hard there.
Do you need oil? The oil stuff?
We're past oil, kiddo.
Oh.
We burned up, what, 3 bits on this, and now that?
What is it? We were really close to the same spot.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter which one you choose as close as those two are. Hopefully that crap proves as tough inside the bell housing as it is with those bits.
I don't think this is working very well.
Did you jump this?
I tried using that, but
We're done. Looks like we need to get a new set of bits.
Dad later bought what would hopefully be a higher quality set of bits. So that metal we were trying to drill into obviously wasn't doing us any favors. So Dad decided to create another template, and he drew what he made onto this piece, and I'm gonna drill some holes into it.
I left a lot of wiggle room in that, you know, for refining later, but that should give us the part we need.
Oh, this thing, did you lubricate it? And that's why it's the lever.
I cleaned it up, tuned it up, lubed it up.
The lever to lift it down doesn't feel as stiff as it did, or as...
No, this was hanging a little bit more than it needed to.
I think that... Oh, no, I'm moving it. I did not mean to move that.
Is that another unsharp bit out of the brand new set?
I don't know, I'm just having a hard time.
You want a smaller one?
No, it's just, it's hard to like hold this and like keep it absolutely still at the same time.
Well, do what you gotta do. Put something on it. Or are you? I'm pretty disappointed in these bits already. Easy. Well, let me feel this. That should have cut right through. Should have. I'm not happy with these bits.
These are the new ones you bought.
These are the new ones. Brand new, and they weren't cheap. Look at that. It burned through. It didn't cut through.
Do you need help?
Let's see if this works. Well, I'm going to do this just because I have a little bit better feel for it. That's how it's supposed to look.
Do I just hold it weird? Or is it me?
I don't think so. If we burned through rather than cut through...
Oh, that cut so nicely.
That's the way it's supposed to be. But the first bit I pulled out of there just basically spun like the one you were playing with. Yeah.
Did it burn?
Got hot.
Is that the discoloration, or is that why it's blue?
Yeah, I'm laying on that thing to force it through. We need these to have a little bit of wiggle and give. That might be more than we need though. Okay, so touch that up, start cutting that shape out and play with it until you're happy with the way it fits inside that bell housing. And then we'll punch a hole, see if bolt everything together, see if it works, if it fits. And if so, then we'll start building reinforcements. You remember how this looked inside? It's gonna lay in there like so, and then we're gonna punch a hole. Actually, yeah, no, don't do that.
Don't do what?
We're going to take too much out of it if we do that. Not the way I wanted to do this, but it'll work. For right now, just bring it straight across and then we'll start whittling it out to make clearance.
Yeah.
But we need... I forgot about that.
I'm supposed to cut out a big Dorito.
Basically a triangle.
A Dorito.
And then just whittle and fit, whittle and fit, whittle and fit until it actually truly fits in there the way we want it to. I have a feeling we're going to want to get that bigger rotary tool out and some bigger burrs, and we're going to want to actually open that up. We might cut that clean through That's why I bought this cheap aftermarket one. Checking what I'm thinking.
A little bit.
Is that bottomed? Almost. Okay. So once that's actually in place, we should be good. Okay, that snugs right in there. Now the question is, do we need all of this? Or once we get that welded on, maybe we can actually dress this right back to that nut, and then we'll weld a flange to this all the way around. It'll get a little skinny around the trans here. We'll have to bring it up, but yeah, I think that'll give us what we're looking for. Might even kind of, you know what I'm saying? Dish it down to that so we can get the flange right up against that nut on both sides, or bring it across and then a couple of diagonals in just to kind of keep everything as rigid as we can.
I'm kind of struggling. It's like
we don't want this flopping and twisting. We don't want it bowing, bending, walking away. We might actually want to draw it back, though we'll have to see.
What's a benefit from having that metal in there, or like the extra metal?
We might actually have to recess that. Unfortunately, the directions are not in that box anymore. I'm not sure what happened to them, and they're not the ones that are sitting on the dash. That's for the harness. I've got to dig those up. I don't know if I gave those to you to read at some point, or if they just got misplaced in all the shuffling and reshuffling of materials. But we need to find those directions, and we need to make sure we're not too far forward. So we may have to get more creative, cut this, recess it. We may have to do something different. But for right now, this is a solid foundation. Give us the location we need, and then we'll adjust fire as we need to. Now, none of this is fitting right yet, but should give us an idea whether or not we're on the right track. I took a second look around and I found the directions. Let's take a look at those and see what our measurements need to be. That is dead on. One shim. Uno! Any more is no bueno. That's really all we need, but we don't need or want the threads. Unfortunately, this we would have to recess, and we just don't have space for that. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll actually take a bolt and cut the bulk of the thread off of it, or we could just cut all of this off. Maybe we should do that. Just cut this clean off. Oh, do that. Weld a smaller bolt or nut. We'll cut this off, run a different nut in there, smaller one. Run this all the way down, cut it, weld it, cut the head off, done. Ooh, that's warm. See how that works for you? If you're happy with that, we'll run it. If it's hot, we'll turn it back, okay? Though I think that probably should be a pretty good heat setting.
Choppy chop. You need a choppy chop chop.
Choppy chop?
Yeah. Right.
You don't need to get a full weld on that. I would spot alternate.
It kind of bubbled.
Mine did too. Are we out of gas? That's the problem. Okay.
Do we have another bottle or?
No, we're good. Just it was off. Don't kill me, kid.
Well, we'll try not to. I feel like that melted stuff.
What was that?
I think that's good.
Seems to be holding together.
So I just keep welding?
Just walk right along it. Just spot that in. What'd you do?
I got donuts and it looks funny. Or the whole thing of I
Hold on a second.
kind of welding up center.
All that is a stiffening rib, kiddo. What are you talking about off center?
I locked them from
Oh, I
right
told
here.
you didn't have to do that, kiddo.
You
Just
did. Well, I thought you meant like
spot it in, walk it
and
down
then-
both sides.
I just thought you meant like spot it in and then do it.
That's more than you need, but yeah, you are walking. I'm terrible at that too. Lose sight of what I'm doing and start guessing and end up sorry about it.
Oh shoot, I'm melting stuff. I got too close. I got too close. I got too close. I got too.
Starting fires?
I'm melting things.
Fire!
Kind of.
Fire! You're evil. You broke it.
Sorry about that.
You broke it. Can you work around that? Arg. You scare me, kid.
Will this thing be okay?
I put a few more in there. Walk down this side too. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. That said, we're gonna cut this like right about here, so don't weld it past that. If anything, you might want to kind of point it and, oh geez. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be good. Get a few more in there. Get a lot more in there. What'd you break?
Is it supposed
What'd
to
you
be
do?
laying flat on its side like this?
No. What'd you do?
I don't.
The whole thing laid over. All right, let's get that out. Let's just start that one over.
Dad,
Huh?
I need your help.
What's the matter?
Like that.
Could just butt it right in there. Easy, killer. There you go. There you go. Perfecto.
Did you say we had to cut?
We're gonna have to cut it back right around here someplace.
So weld up to the hole?
No, weld up to about here. Okay, and then we'll cut it right there.
It's ugly.
It ain't pretty, but it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work, right?
We then prepared it for paint. We didn't have full penetration of the threads, but the bolts had the deepest threads we could get, and the nuts are Loctited on. With that all being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to press all those lovely buttons down below. Take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye! Coffee break.
Coffee break, you and coffee break.